Good morning, everyone. It is 7:53 a.m. pre-market, and the market is doing pretty well. Made a new high. Ceasefire in the Middle East, so we'll see it's being taken, or just maybe it's a continuation of a bullish trend. 15.25 is significant. 48.25 is significant. Let's go to 46.25. Yeah, so there seems like the hitting quarter or 0.25 as the areas they're actually concentrating on. And why do I say it? Let's just take a look at where most of the price action is. Right up in here. Here's what consolidation was. See right about here. We'll just mark that in case we come back down to it. And we have the high. Excuse me. So the concentration area for me, we have, take a look at the volumes at the top of the, pretty much at the top of the candles or the footprints. Higher deltas. Candle here is interesting. Traced about 2 points from the top of it. It's important. Buyers and sellers in here, and it looks pretty neutral, from a standpoint, just looking at it without actually I think it's that relevant because to me, it looks pretty balanced here and pretty much balanced here. And then we know we had buyers up in here that were strong. Couple buying imbalances. This will hold more weight than this to me. Of course, we're near a high. We had other imbalances here. So this area right here, here to here. Let's see what we do there. Okay. So right now, I mean, my prior videos, I don't mark this stuff out. I took it for granted that most knew about this, but I'm finding that I'm getting more beginners or more longer term traders want to make a move in the short term as well. So this is my area. So now take a look from the high to the top here is where I'm interested in trading. Knocked out all this price action down here that I'm not even interested in. I mean, if I'm short and it goes below there, yeah, I'll manage the trade and try to get what I can out of it. But right now, I'm just taking a look at this. I'm just concentrating right on these candles right here now. All right. Take a look at the point of control. It was up here. We came back down. We did have sellers. We did have a finished auction. And volume. We probably had a big push up with buyers. See these big numbers? Sellers were able to take it down relatively easy. All right, they're taking another shot. All right, so if we take this candle and actually put it here, this little level here. Now we'll see how it comes. Now remember, we're at the high. So big money commercial knows if they need liquidity, they're going to take a look at this big move here, and they're going to want to push it down. The inexperienced trader may not even think about that, and they're just going to go long here. There are certain times where you do that. if they have a buy order to buy here, buy stop to buy, then you know, it's gonna fly up. Try to follow the big money. Still need to know what retail is going to do. So right now, the volume is very small. 625, 154.25. So yeah, yeah. So certain times you'll get buying or selling at even numbers, which is 0.00, or halves, 0.50. See kind of what happens here, and let's see if there's a violent or how soft the pullback is. It's important to look at that too. So the speed at which orders are being filled. See, we're sitting here with nothing much. 15 and 3, pretty even here. Same POC, value area inside the value area of the previous candle, which is inside the value area of the candle before that. All right. Is there a trade here? Probably not. So we're going to the highs. We got a couple of buying imbalances here. The next buying imbalance is here. In here, this is where all the selling is. So I'm concentrating pretty much right in this area. It's a pretty bullish candle, but we don't have the volume to support it. So what happens? There's a potential of going back down. You know, the delta numbers here can very easily bring this down with the small volume that's set up in here. Remember, this is, let's move this out a little bit. So we have, now these are 5-minute candles. You're able to go up one tick, 50, 50. All right, take a look at this. This is the same buyer, 2 separate orders. I'm assuming. I hate to assume. If they bought here, these buyers are buying up in here as well. This isn't the first trade they're taking. It's 50. Okay, so we didn't have buyers interested. That number, that 0 number, this even number, watch that. It's a tech tip. How come that's not like 12 and this is like 14 or 18 or whatever? These are even numbers. Take a look at that. 70. You're not worried about 5 handles. You're not worried about that. 20, right? So take a look at that. Just continue to look for that. 70, 50, 50. We have 50, 52, 60. Okay. They testing the waters here? Do they want to get sellers here? Let's see. Is there a trade here? Not for me. Not enough volume and momentum. Remember, it's only 8 o'clock in the morning. So they're concentrating pretty much on the low. This delta in here. So what I'm looking for, here's a couple of selling imbalances, right? And these are 2. I like to see 3 to really give it some weight. Got a question on imbalances from a subscriber. And I feel once they hit and not moving, not moving significantly, then I don't really hold weight with that. See what happened right here? It went away. We have more buyers coming back in, right? I'd rather be looking at the buyers if I'm going long or have intentions of going long. I have no bias. And the bias can change at any time. The market is alive, it breathes. You got to go ahead and become one with the market. So bullish here. We had 3 touches almost. Yeah, three triples. And we didn't go down as far as I thought, maybe 2 points. You know, I don't know if I want to be bearish at this point still. Given the time, it is 8 o'clock. So we're able to push down fairly easy. Then we got back up again. Okay, so we want to know these numbers are increasing. You could also just take a look at the delta. And let's just take a look at this candle here. 70, 64. It's a positive candle. So 6 more buyers aggressively hit right here. Right? You got 74 to 53. Right? 21 sellers or 21 contracts have been executed here. Let's look at contracts, not traders. These contracts. The buyer here tells me that there's more money in the pot. Okay. So let's see this. Yeah, 20 right here. So they bought here. This is a small number, but it's an even number. 15, but it didn't. It went 10 and 5. This is what you got to look at. Look at where the point of control is. This trading or the biggest volumes have occurred. Yeah, and these aren't how many buyers came, it's how many contracts have been executed or hit. 59, 10, 21, 31, 43. Remember, we had the buyers here. Let's see if our thesis is right. We have buyers that, all right, so what happened there? We went 50 to 55. Sellers came back in. You got to watch that. You have a buying imbalance here, right? And you had a bunch of buyers prior, right? Low delta here, but we know we have buyers predominantly here in the upper channel here, but yet the price action is going down. Being very, very small from a negative to a positive here. That could be substantial. Let's take a look at how this 5 or 156, how that ends up. We're staying here. 17, 18, 22. It's just staying there. You see that? See this number come up, this volume number. We'll see if we're accumulating. There could be a big seller actually sitting right here. Remember, this is a short candle. This definitely is a bearish candle to me. Well, we have buyers up here. We just can't neglect this. They didn't get trapped out either. You had sellers come back here. So something's brewing right in this area, and don't have FOMO. All right? You have an assumption, you go with it. I mean, this could shoot up automatically or shoot down, right? Depends. I mean, especially manipulation and market, manipulation. So we could say. Meanwhile, look at these candles. Pretty much the same size. This one is engulfing this a little bit, but would become a little bullish. This actual candle could be the tell of where price action will go. Let's monitor the speed at which orders come in. This is a balanced profile right now, pretty much. Yeah, very, very, very fast to here, down, right to here. Now, I'd be going long. Right here. Very insignificant here. Can't go below. Need a shot of volume. Finished auction. That's not great. Let's see if it comes down, finishes, and we come back. It's a bearish candle to me. It's a bearish candle to me. We had a little bit of buying, but we had a nice amount of buying up here for the price action that we're looking at. Came back down again. Sellers. Doesn't affect my game yet. I'm not in. That's good. You see what happened here? If it stays here, you got some sellers. No buyers came back. That's good. So they're just selling and selling. Down. This is a finished auction so far. We have 3 minutes and 29 seconds left. Came back down again. Not able to go lower. 42 to 0. Came back down again. Try again. You'll see it came down a little bit on small volume. We don't even have 100 trades there. So anything could happen. So I'm long right now. Want to see the volume come up a little bit, which it is. Nine EMA. This could be a potential for 2 points. A buying imbalance. Now, if we come up, come back down, well, now we have a selling imbalance. So let's take a look at this candle here. We had more sellers here for these last few. We have 48. Yeah, we have way more sellers here. So if we come above here, this is not looking good for me. It's just jabbing at this. We'll see if this number stays. Do have positive delta here. Starting to look a little better. 651, 147, 144, 660, negative 151. Bunch of sellers are starting to come in here a little bit. So right now you should be thinking, I'm in a trade, you know, it's not moving. It could be dangerous. Stay in the trade because nothing's happening. Okay? Or you could say, hey, look, it's marinating a little bit on the price action. Anything could happen, but my assumption is still, assumption is still happening. It's playing out. Candle here. So if we put these candles together, we're right here at the, so we're right at our entry. So the more you stay in the trade, the more risk it is. Risk you take, right? It's 8:15. Maybe something will happen right now. We got a little divergence. See what that shows. 15 to 71, 1 to 3, 1 to 4. 14 to 76. 9, 16, 18. I feel they're going to bring the market up a little bit. I could be wrong. That's good. You got a buying imbalance. Only got 3 back. That's not good. We don't have much two-way trading here. Starting to come in a little bit. 17, 16, not much. We did get more buyers here than we had on the top of this candle. We got 20 now. We're not able to get any higher, but we are building delta. And there's a little step of the profile right here. So we just hit the high. I think there's another push up for us right here, but I don't think it's going to be a huge move. So let's see if we could just pull a few points. Maybe 2 points. We'll see. I am going to raise my stop up to break even. We're not going to take a loss on this if it decides to drop. Now that we had a little bit of price action and we held the lows. Now they could see my order, but I don't think they're worried about my one contract of a small, they're not going to, I mean, we had a bunch of selling out here before, and we still have selling. We did make the move higher. All right. We came down, popped back up. Let's see if we have sellers moved. Buyers move one. Bunch of sellers coming in now. This buying imbalance shows up. So you have buyers here. We have a minute 46 left on this candle. Positive went negative. 2 contracts. It's not a big deal. 70, 76. Pretty even. This point of control, but not this one. So let's go ahead and see how it plays out. Building in more buying coming in here. which is going to push this profile a little bit. And if it does, chance of it going up. We have a lot of volume here. As a whole. I got out of it. Don't like the price action, so got out with it and actually paid for the commission. So we'll just, it was time and wasn't a good trade. The volume's just not there. But got to do. So I'm going to publish this video anyway. I just got to go through it and make sure I didn't curse. I don't think I did. So now just, I cursed a little bit. And I was like, you know what? Video's not made for kids, but and actually it was on a whim. I said pretty much wholly that was a good move. And good to publish. Anyway, if you like this kind of content, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. If you comment, I'll get back to you. I appreciate the folks who commented. I'm all good with the comments up to now. Got a few things to do today, and it's just very early. But getting to know where the even numbers that we mentioned before, keeping track of the point of control, with the consolidation, getting out of a trade if the trade doesn't make sense anymore. All right, you don't have to stay in the trade. Even if you take a small loss, it's better than nothing. Look, it would have been lost right now. I mean, we bought at 155, right? Down to 154. We would have been taking a loss right now. Doesn't mean it won't go back up. But hey, that's trading. Anyway, thanks again. Please like, subscribe, follow. See that move? You'd have been feeling a little bit of pain. So always go with the gut, read the price action, and you got to continue to analyze, right? And your brain needs a rest. If you're doing it correctly, there's a lot of math that you're holding in your head. And the more you do it, the more you're going to be able to grasp the numbers, okay? So that's great. I mean, we could see how much selling came in. They sold it out, right? So maybe if you come back up here again, we'll come back down again. But you also got to think about how many times did it happen, all right? Because if something hits a barrier and hits a barrier and hits a barrier, think of like when the cops come in and they break down your door with their ramming. They very rarely get through it once. Maybe twice. That third shot, they may get through your door. So, same thing with trading, right? You're playing with computers, and they're programmed, and everybody's computer is programmed. Algorithms are programmed differently. That's about it. Thanks again. I'll see you on the next one.